Hello and welcome back to A through Z name readings. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you benefit from these videos, and if you like them, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. And you are always welcome to comment below, especially if you want me to do a particular name. I would really love that input. Please let me know. Tonight we are doing a reading for Jennifer. Jennifer, you are honest, benevolent, brilliant, and often inventive, full of high inspirations. You are courageous, honest, determined, original, and creative. You're a leader, especially for a cause. Sometimes you do not care to finish what you start and may leave details to others. You can do well in a position of authority, and you prosper in intellectual and professional fields. You have an eventful, exciting life. You are versatile and have the ability to learn easily. You desire to inspire and lead, to control others' affairs. You are giving, courageous, and bold, action-oriented, and strong-willed. You want to make a difference in the world, and this attitude often attracts you to cultural interest, politics, social interest, and the cultivation of your creative talents. All right. Well, I can see that your mind is definitely strong. It says openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. We've got expectation here, and we've got the weasel. I'm getting that you are definitely used to the best. It says the devil is in the details, secrecy, and mask. So, it seems like you're probably very good at getting some things accomplished without really putting your emotions out there. With expectations, perhaps you just have like an inner peace and inner knowing. It seems like you can kind of have a lot of things going on around you, but you just have this anchor that keeps you very solid. And I believe a lot of it has to do with just having a peace of mind and being tapped into a knowing. Here it says the mind, openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. So we've got the mind, expectation, and weasel. And I sort of associate the weasel with like ferrets and just the way that they're kind of collectors of things. Let's look a little closer at the weasel. All right, so starting off, it talks about being concerned with what others think of you. This is also the Seven of Swords. So perhaps wearing a mask. But I think that you are tapped into yourself enough to know that you don't even really have to do that, but it's just maybe a way that you function within certain environments, perhaps at work. You know, if you don't like your boss, you don't really want to be like, I don't like you, you know. So being able to deny those emotions while you're there, and then, you know, process them out, or look for something that's better for you, or just kind of like deal with them internally, because you understand that you have a very good life and you don't have to, you know, get off track with the things that you are grateful for just because maybe you don't like someone. You know what I'm saying? So you know when to be cordial and to just kind of set your personal thoughts and feelings aside. You also just know that, you know, if something's being hidden, if someone's being sneaky, if, you know, if someone is, for instance, being a bad boss, that will come to light eventually. That will surface and be dealt with. How do you intend to handle it? Think about what's best for yourself. You don't have to suffer in solitude. Maybe you should reach out for help. It says, now is not the time to play lone wolf. This card has to do with authenticity and following the chain of command. You are stubborn and want freedom to do things your way, but you are facing frustrating problems and barriers. Not the least of which may be the fact you're getting misleading information. As the old saying goes, if it looks too good to be true, that's probably the case. The great thing about the weasel is that it can be a secret keeper, and it also will alert you to opportunities, and it will help you, the weasel will help you find clever solutions when you need help. Weasel calls us to keep our instincts honed so we discern reality from falsehood and illusion. While Weasel sometimes gets a bad reputation, the sky can see into those dark corners where negative energies like to hide, blocking you from seeing things clearly. Weasel knows that to make good decisions, you need viable intel. Trust your gut, follow where the clues lead, and get those answers. Pay attention. You are being encouraged to pay attention. And you don't have to tell everyone what you're thinking. Earthly meaning of expectation. Confront your idea about a situation, a relationship, or yourself. Poke, dare, and test your expectations. If it is real, it will remain. Be honest, reflective, and determined. If an accepted truth is truly serving you or those you care about, excuse me, it's late. Consenting to things turning out okay is settling for less, expecting more for yourself and your circle. Let go of what you know to make way for wisdom. And then the last card is the mind, which is 38, comes to 11 and reduces down to 2. Openness, flexibility, imagination, learning. 2 is for partnership. Perhaps some progress. Let's see. Openness, flexibility, imagination, and learning. Your mind is the architect of your experience. There is no limit to what it can create. All right, this is going to be kind of long. Ancient wisdom keepers know that the best way to harvest the infinite power of the mind was to keep it focused upon the highest aspect of truth through mantras, prayer, songs, communion. They train their minds to deliver clear visions to the infinite wellspring of their subconscious. In this way, they created worlds. Our mind can be our greatest ally and our most challenging foe. With our mind, we focus the lens of our being, and with that focus, energy grows into our reality. Close your eyes for a moment and capture a snapshot of your thoughts. Are they holding visions of your highest potential, or are they spiraling in the other direction? It is time to sharpen your awareness of the activity of your mind and to call upon this incredible resource to be a true and trusted guide. Train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of life and to remain open to new concepts and ideas. Whether you enroll in a class, learn a new skill, or enter a new meditation practice, now is a great time to expand your knowledge and enrich your ability to harness your true mental power. Excuse me. Part of developing the gift of our mind is to learn how to focus while remaining open to new ideas and higher ways of thinking. We must resist the temptation to get locked down to what we think we know. Be willing to let go of rigid judgments and fixed perceptions. Stay loose and open to the potential of something new entering your mind. This card also encourages you to take time to daydream and to use your imagination. What would your ideal work environment look like? What would your dream vacation look like? What is it going to feel like to graduate? You can envision these things. Time to allow free-flowing thoughts and to strengthen the more creative side of your mind. Time to trust your intuition and to make choices occasionally from a hunch or a feeling rather than from well thought out rational plan. Just allow your mind to settle and follow the flow of life. A calm-centered mind can easily align with the flow of higher guidance. Find out what creative, imaginative places your mind can travel to if you let it loose. Expand and free your mind, and the rest will follow. Let's see. All right. Bear with me one second here. Okay. Spiritual awareness, seeing, insight, visualization, intuition, psychic power, vision, clairvoyance, and imagination for the third eye, which is what that indicates. And then your affirmations are: I open myself to my intuition and inner wisdom. I expand my view of the possible. I trust and follow my inner guidance. Thank you again for tuning in. I realize that I need to look up the root of your name before we wrap up. Let's see. There we go. Guinevere. Oh, so let's see. I guess Guinevere is the root for your name, which is beautiful. And it's Old Welsh, and it means white wave. And she was the wife of King Arthur in English lessons. It's also related to Gwendolyn and Genevieve. Pretty cool. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in. It's always so great to connect with you. Please leave a name in the comments below if you would like me to do a specific reading, and I will see you next time.